I just thank every day for that. He goes, 3.5 years ago, I almost lost my best friend. So. Mr. Thunder, I sometimes call him Mr. Thunder. Thunder came here 23 years ago approximately as a scared little 8-year-old. And I went over to his stall and tried to comfort him by rubbing his neck, and he returned the favor by grooming my shoulder, which just from learning about equine behaviors is acceptance into the herd. And so he wrapped his little hoof around my finger almost instantly, and I've been together with him off and on, due to school and marriage, kids, things of that nature. But I always have time for Thunder.
My background with horses really involves Sebastian's because my daughter started riding here at the age of 2 in 1986, and she was born with Down syndrome. In 2002, we purchased our first horse. My husband and I had no experience, went on this crazy ride, and it was the best experience. My daughter passed away in 2004, and my husband and I both credit our horse for saving the rest of our lives, because when you're with the horse, you can only be with the horse. You can't bring all of the stuff with you. I became the general manager in 2008, and I've never worked so hard in my life, but they say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Well, the staff is just great. It's a very collegial environment, and everybody has the students in mind. When we're making decisions regarding the horses, we have the students in mind. So it's fun to work with people that are working for a good cause.
I had been wanting to get her into horseback riding for a long time, so I knew there was a couple places around, and somebody did refer me to Sebastian. So we came here and visited, and they did a great job, and I knew this is where I wanted to come. Having Thunder to be her horse and now Veronica's horse as well is just, it's comforting, because I know horses have different temperaments, and I feel like I can always trust him. He's gentle, he's great with the kids, and so, it's nice that I can depend on him, and I know that she's always safe. And there's a lot of trust between them. What do you like about them?
Be good friends.
They'd be good friends.
I like Thunder, and he's my favorite horse I ever ride in.
He loves being a therapy horse. He's the go-to horse. Some of the students that come here, whether it be a mental, physical, emotional challenge, some of them have never seen a horse that close. And he's very gentle. He lowers his head down to them, and the kids fall in love with him, and by the end of the lesson, the kids don't want to get off. They want to keep riding, and he loves his job. Colic Care came with the supplements. Initially, he was outside the age limit, and then the age limit was removed. So I inquired about it because I know colic is like the #1 killer of horses, and I wanted to do whatever I could to protect them. To me, it's a no-brainer, and fortunately/unfortunately, we had to use it.
Thunder previously had not really had any significant problems, but he had an acute episode of abdominal pain, colic, about 3 years ago, and it was a surgical problem, something that we couldn't correct medically. He had a displaced large colon, and so it required surgical treatment immediately.
It was his first trailer ride in at least 15 years. Thunder is not a big fan of the trailer, and but he knew he was in trouble, and we were there, we were talking to him, we were here to help, and he got right on the trailer. And we got him up there, and that was a very hard night. I was beside myself because 27 is already a senior horse. And I turned to the doctor and the people here at Sebastian Riding, and like, what are we gonna do? Am I losing my friend tonight? What's going on?
That day, we didn't think he was going to make it. And when Randy said, I think you should do it, Chris. He is strong enough, he's healthy enough. Don't let his age fool you.
So we said, okay, let's move forward. We're not going to give up on him. He's given so much here. We need to give back to him. And the Colic Care was a significant contributing factor helping with the costs associated with surgery. I just thank every day for that. He goes, 3.5 years ago, I almost lost my best friend. So.
I mean, as a nonprofit, that was a significant expense, unexpected expense, and it made a huge difference to us to have that policy behind us, for sure.
I did have a talk with him, and I told him, I said, don't stay for us. If you're ready to leave, we'll be sad, but don't stay for us. And I was really glad that he decided that he wanted to stay. He was a champion. He even got home a day early from the hospital, and he let us know that he wanted to come home. And over 3 months of rehab, stall rest, small ring and stuff like that, and we were all here cheering him on.
I think the memorable thing about Thunder's recovery was the love that he received from the people at Sebastian. He had a lot of visitors and people cared for him, so that was the thing that sticks out most to me.
It is hard to even imagine Sebastian's without Thunder, because he is really the cornerstone of this program and has been for a very long time. And so everything that we can do for him to perpetuate his legacy here is a great thing.
I'm happy that it worked out well for Thunder, and it was a team effort with the staff at our office and the staff at Sebastian. They've taken great care of him post-operatively, and that plays heavily into his success.
I can't tell you how many times I am stopped and people say, I used to ride at Sebastian when I was a little kid, and I used to ride this horse Thunder, and he was so great, and I'm like, he's still here. So I love that he has such a following. People, he has just literally helped so many people over his tenure here at Sebastian. It's amazing.
If he hadn't had the surgery, all of his students would have had to found a new horse, and all the students get very attached to their horses. I get very attached.
She's had him since we came here. She knows that each week when we come, she depends on seeing him. She knows that she can trust him. When we first started, her speech was really very limited. Just, getting her to talk to the horse and feel comfortable. I've really seen a change in her speech, as well as that trunk support.
For these kids, it's just the most amazing experience. And I am so proud to be able to do that for them, because literally, the horses are changing their lives.
If he wasn't here, it would be sad, because, we would have missed out on knowing him, and he's just such a great horse.
How do you feel when you ride Thunder?
I feel like I love him.
Thunder is therapy for so many, myself included. Physical, mental, everything. He just makes everything go away, and if there's anything I can do for him, I would gladly do it. He loves his students love him. He does so much for them. I'm just so proud of him. I've never met a horse like Thunder.